What is up, YouTube? ThriftSchool over here, and I bought a pallet, a huge pallet of mixed media. So each box is a mystery box. I have no idea what's in each box. The only things I know is that there's movies and CDs. Let's take a closer look. This pallet right here is absolutely massive. Now you can see I've already opened one box on one video. You guys can go check that out. We're gonna be opening up a box every few days here, going through it. This one's marked CDs, so I'm assuming there's only CDs in here. The last one I opened said DVDs, but there were also CDs in it. It was combined. And just for a quick recap on the last video, I did out my numbers, and my projected profit on the first box is $316.59. So I really hope that each box is like that, because that would be phenomenal. Let's not grab the CD box, but let's grab this box right here. And, oh, it says CDs on it. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna grab this one that says CDs. Let's see what's in it. All right, so this box was very heavy because I think it's all CDs in here. We are about to find out. Let's cut this bad boy open. I'm excited. Like I said, each box is a mystery box. I don't know what comes inside of any of these boxes besides media. Now, I did the math in the last video. I have about 90 cents per item invested on average. Okay, let's see what we got in here. First things first, this is brand new sealed. This is nice. Okay, it's a Super One box set thing. And then it looks like the rest are just regular CDs besides this right here. Black Pink. It looks like it's some sort of collector's edition thing. We'll set that off to the side. Another Hamilton collection, and then it looks like the rest are just CDs stacked. You can see how big the box is. There's definitely 2 rows of CDs in here. So I'm gonna set the camera and start pulling stuff out and seeing what we got. All right, so you guys are getting kind of a better view. You can see I'm still wearing my football pajamas that I wore to bed last night. This is kind of early in the morning. I just decided to come out here and do this. So how I look up prices for all this stuff, easy peasy on my phone. I have an Amazon seller app. It's the basic app. It's just the easiest way for me to look these things up, check the actual prices, and show you guys at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is scan this one doesn't have a barcode on it, so I'll have to look up that manually. But this right here, this Super One, Super M or something like that, does have a barcode. So I'm just gonna scan the barcode on the back. All right, so the picture is different, I think, because it says exclusive cover and poster through Target on the front. But the barcode brings up some other random listing. It's the same item with a different picture. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but there it is. And it's selling for $19.99. You'll make $10 after fees. I'm assuming this is the same, if not a little bit more, because it's exclusive. What I'm gonna do, on the Amazon seller app, you could also take a picture of whatever you're trying to sell. And hopefully it pulls it up, and yeah, it got it. And there it is, and it's actually, it brought up the same listing for some reason. This one's only selling for $14, but it has a better rank. So I'm assuming this is gonna sell for like 15 bucks or so. This might be something I throw up on eBay because of the artwork difference. I'm not sure yet. So we'll just set that off to the side. Now the next thing we have here is Black Pink, the album. I have no idea what Blackpink is, who Blackpink are, no clue. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Oh, it looks like K-pop. Okay, just like Super M. So we got some K-pop going on. So how am I gonna look this up? Now the back of the box is a little dirty, you guys can see. So that's something, I'll try to clean it, but it's kind of this velvety material. I don't know if I'll be able to clean it. So let's do Blackpink, the album. So many different things are coming up. I have no idea. This we'll have to do a little more research on later. It's a shame that there's no barcode anywhere on here, so that's okay. I'm assuming from what I'm seeing, it's worth about $20 to $25, because similar looking things are going for about that. Who knows? Now we'll get to the easy stuff where we can just scan barcodes. Now, the issue with most of the CDs in here and most of everything in most of these boxes behind me, the cases are going to be completely wrecked. You guys can see there's some cracks in the cases. The top is chipped. Everything's pretty messed up with everything in these boxes. That's why I got such a good deal on them. A lot of these things are newer releases, not all of them, so the value is going to be a bit higher per item. But again, I'm in them 90 cents an item, so each one that's not worth it, I'm kind of losing $1. Now that's not bad if all the ones that are worth it I'm making 10-20 bucks on. It's not always the case. So let's scan in this guy right here, used, because I have to sell most of this stuff as used. Selling for $6.60. Has a pretty good rank in music. I'll actually pop it up here on the screen for you guys. Has a pretty good rank in music of 49,000. It's only selling for $6.60, but after fees you'll make $1.31. So do I want to send something like this into Amazon? I'd replace the case, no big deal. I have thousands of CD cases that I could use as replacements. Paid 90 cents for it. I want to get my money back for these. I don't want to just toss it because I'm only going to make a few cents. I'd like to get my money back on the duds. So this would be something I actually do send into Amazon. Even though I'm only going to be making $1.31, that's what, 41 cents profit? That's not a lot of money, obviously. Now people are going to say, what about shipping costs? I send everything into Amazon FBA, so I will fill a box up with CDs and DVDs and things like that, and you could fit like 100 items in a box and it only costs you about 10 bucks to ship, right? So all in all, I might be in this 10 cents shipping. Odds are it'll be a little bit less. So, you know, I'm making, like, even if I'm just breaking even, I'm happy with that. So we'll break even on that guy. Let's scan the next one. This one's actually brand new sealed. Nothing wrong with the case, no cracks, no rips in the plastic. That is good. And this is a great one. This is Machine Gun Kelly, Tickets to My Downfall, Target exclusive. I know this album, it just came out. Selling for $31.99. I'll pop that up right here. Lots of reviews. I'll make $22.89 just on this CD. Used, it's selling for about 22 bucks, so there is definitely lots of money to be had right here. Sweet. The next one we have here, case is completely destroyed. It's shattered on the back. I know you guys can't really see that, but it's shattered on the back. Doesn't matter, it's not going for much at all. It looks like used, it's selling for $6.35. I'd only make $1.10, and here is a little bit of a difference, right? The last one that I said I'd only make $1.30 on, and I'm willing to ship it in, well, knew it was selling for, you know, a bit more. This one, brand new, is only selling for $6.98. So the odds of somebody buying a used one for $6.30 when brand new is $6.98 is much lower. And to break even on this, I don't know if that's worth it. I don't think it is. So this is gonna go off to a side pile of things that just aren't worth it. We'll stick it off to the side there. Might be something that I try to sell on eBay or list on Declutter or just toss, you know. All right, the next one we have here, brand new, but there is a small crack under the case. So with Amazon, you gotta be careful. You can't be sending things in like this. It is brand new, no rips in the plastic, but the case has a small crack in it. That's something I will list as used, which kind of stinks. Great rank, selling for $7.38. I'll make $1.97, so it's still worth it. Again, my 90 cents. I'm making just about $1 on it. This next one is brand new sealed. There is a broken piece of the case on top, which stinks because brand new, this is selling for $13. Used, it's only selling for $5.99. There's no money to be made here. This will go off to the side. So since there's so many more in here, I'm actually gonna go through them off camera and I'm just gonna fly through it, right? And then you guys will see a stack of things that are worth it and a stack of things that aren't worth it, and we'll compare. We'll compare and contrast. We'll see how many in this one box right here were worth it and how many weren't. Usually with CDs, there's more that aren't worth it than are. DVDs are a little bit different. They hold their value a little bit longer, so let's get right into it. So here's something kind of interesting. You can see my stacks building right here. And I had a few of these Mike Holtz things that were not really showing up on Amazon. I didn't think they'd be worth anything. I decided real quick to take a look on eBay, and they're actually selling really well on eBay, about 25 bucks a piece. These are all brand new sealed. So I think these are normally books, but these are on DVD for some reason. Maybe it's the course, I don't really know. All I know is that they're selling really well over on eBay for 25 bucks a piece. So here's $75 in sales right here. So far, so good. You guys can see my stacks. Here is a good stack. We have a bunch of DVDs back there I still have to deal with, but These are all good. Those are bad. So honestly, this box is turning out to be pretty well. Pretty good, pretty well. I don't know which one works there. It doesn't matter. We have a whole bunch to still go through, so I'm going to keep going. Hey, look what I found in here. A Spider-Man PlayStation 1 game, a Star Trek PC game that's missing like everything. So, or it's not even a PC game. Is it I think it's I don't know what this is. 50th Anniversary Collection Musical Rarities. Well, it's missing half of them. Unless I find them hidden in here. They might be. Who knows? Put that off to the side. But the Spider-Man PS1 game, that's kind of cool. A video game mixed in with CDs. I'll take it. Alright, here is everything I scanned. You can see the losers are stacked up pretty high and there. I did have to throw a few things away. There were just like disc-only things that were super scratched up or like just nothing in there. Just a bunch of random stuff that's just not good. But this is pretty much everything. These are the winners, surprisingly a lot. This box set, this stack, and that stack. Not bad. These over here, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with. These are all like audiobooks. They're kind of cool ones. I can't find them on Amazon, but they're called graphic audio. It's a movie in a CD kind of. I have no idea. Galactic Football League, book 1. That's number 2 of 2 because number 1 of 1 is right there. And supposedly these have all the digital effects, cinematic music, full cast, like a whole bunch of cool things. So they probably sound awesome. So these things will probably have to go up on eBay. Right here we have random software I didn't look up. I doubt it's worth anything. These are like Lexmark printer software, sample CD, nothing really good there. We had some more DVDs. Third Rock from the Sun. Yeah, Third Rock from the Sun. Another Lexmark, and then a operating system Windows 10 Pro. This might be worth something. I'm not sure though. So all of this stuff I'll deal with later. This can go off to the side. And then we had a few DVDs that came out of that lot that were good condition. Trolls, Frozen 2 Blu-ray, Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow, Annabelle Comes Home. And in my last video where I went through the first box, you guys saw that I found this Frankenstein and it was empty. Well, both of the discs were floating around in this box and they were not scratched. So cool. We have that complete now. It came with a set of Savannah postcards. They're not worth anything. I thought maybe I'd find the front of this case because it's worth something, but the front's missing, so I might have to sell this on eBay. And then this Star Trek stuff, the other disc wasn't there, so that could go in the trash. And then this stack of stuff is all interesting because it's worth money, but it's, you know, that's really damaged on the front. This is worth good money though, about like $15 to $25 on Amazon. So this will go on eBay so I could show off the damage. This and this are restricted on Amazon for some reason. It's Marilyn Manson. One's sealed, one's loose and really bent up, but like really bent up. So these will go on eBay. They're worth about 20 bucks or so over on Amazon. So even if I could get like 8 to 10 bucks on eBay, I'll be happy. This I couldn't find anywhere, so probably eBay. And then you guys saw these two things from earlier. And then I found artwork for something, but nothing else was in there for it, so trash. Not bad at all. Now comes the long, excruciating part where all of that can get put away in another box. I'll deal with it later. And then all of this I have to scan and basically write down all of the numbers so we could see how much potential money there is in this stuff. So what I do is I go off the lowest Amazon Prime used seller and I just mark mine right at that price so we can get an idea of how much this stuff is worth on the lowest end. And I'm not checking condition notes. It could be somebody selling something acceptable and mine's very good. I don't care. I'm still going to mark mine off the lowest absolute price. So odds are my stuff could be worth a little bit more. But yeah, that's how we're going to do it. So it's going to take me a while, but I'm going to write everything down and we can see how much money I made from this box. Let's go. All right, we finally did it. We wrote down every single one of the good CDs right here. And now it's time for me to add them all up. And then I put away all the ones that weren't worth it. I gotta grab those back out because those still costed 90 cents each. We wanna see exactly how much money we're gonna make on the box, including the duds, because I did pay about 90 cents each for those duds as well. So I gotta grab them all and do the math. All right, so I just did all the math on all of these CDs. Let's take a quick look. Here we go. We had a grand total of $650.07. Now, that's not including my buy costs, so what I have to do now is add 90 cents each on these. You know, my buy cost on these is definitely lower than 90 cents because there's more than 100, but we're gonna just stick with it for now because some of these boxes will have less than 100 items, I'm assuming. I don't know. So it's better to overestimate than underestimate, so I'm still gonna stick with my 90 cents per item estimate. So let's do the math. Okay, so adding up all of the good ones came to $76.50, so we are left with $573.50. Now let's subtract the duds that I won't be able to do anything with from this total. All right, after subtracting the duds, which were $59.40, we are left with $514.17. Now guys, that's not including these few things over here that I just never looked up. I'm assuming these are probably at least an extra $10 each, so we could add about 20 bucks to that. And then these things right here that I didn't add to it because these are all going on eBay. Even if we just say $5 each, that's an extra 10, that's another $20. So we're at 40 bucks right there. And then these audio books, which I did not add to it. I'm not sure what to do with those yet, so we're gonna leave them off to the side. So we could add an extra $40 just about on top minus the buy cost. So let's just be conservative and say $35 brings us a grand total of $549.17. Now, we have to take into account the shipping costs, right? Shipping and, you know, obviously time and everything. So I mentioned this earlier, I ship everything into Amazon FBA, everything in one box. Probably gonna cost me about 10 bucks, maybe 11, maybe 12. It depends on where it goes, but on average about $10. So $10 for all of this would be insane, right? I'm shipping off about 80-ish items, 80 to 100 items. So it's about 10 cents an item. It's really not much at all. So we can knock off an extra 10 plus the box. The box I'm reusing. So I got these boxes on this pallet. I'm gonna reuse them to ship them into Amazon. So there's no cost there. Some of these items I will have to polybag, you know, things that come in slip covers and things like that. Polybags only cost me a few cents per item. So now we'll bump our $10 up to 15 just to be extra safe. Let's knock that off the grand total. Comes to $534.17. And then of course the gas, right? Driving to UPS to drop this package off. They are so close to my house, it's maybe 50 cents, not even 50 cents. It's probably 25 cents, if that, to drive to UPS and back. So I'm not even gonna include that. And now my time. How much time did it take me to go through all of these? Granted, it took longer because I was videotaping. Took me about an hour, hour and a half, right? So plus I'm still gonna have to replace cases, right? The cases I already have left over, so they should be free. And then my time to take off stickers like this. So what I do is something like this. It's on this cardboard case, which kind of stinks. It's not like I could just replace the case. I have to hit it with a heat gun, get this loose, peel it off, put a little bit of Goo Gone on there. Just doing this one CD could take me like 5 minutes, but then doing something like this, sticking it in a box, takes me half a second. So it varies time to time per item, and you know, it is what it is. So the time involved to get this entire shipment out is probably gonna be about 3 hours, maybe 4. So, and you know, the same time for me to go to UPS, everything, probably 4 hours in total. And that's me being, you know, I'm definitely overestimating there, but I wanna do 4 hours because I wanna cut this into quarters and see how much potential money I made in 4 hours of work. We're looking at a grand total of $133.54 per hour for this one shipment. 100% worth it. It is a lot of work, and I get a lot of questions that go, on, on YouTube, and I'm sure I'll have some on this video, asking me all the time, why do I deal with smalls? Things that only sell for $3, $4, right? What is the point? There's no reason, and I get that a lot. Somebody says, well, after fees, you're selling a $7 item. This goes for eBay as well. You're selling a $7 item. It's not worth it. And I was just reading through some comments, and I had somebody ask me that question. Somebody underneath told him specifically, don't listen to this guy, meaning me. Don't do what he does. I have an average selling price of $58 an item, and I only have to sell 1 to 3 things a day, and I make just as much, if not more. I don't know, right? So I get those types of questions and comments all the time. Well, when you buy a big pallet or you buy in bulk, remember, I have like 36 boxes over here to go through. And if I am selling smalls, especially on Amazon where the time involved is definitely a lot less. If I'm selling smalls where I'm only making a few bucks per item, but then mix in some of the higher value things, you're making over $100 an hour, right? I do this full time. I'm here all day. I'd rather be working than not, I guess, right? I mean, I could just hang out and watch movies all day, but then I don't know, I guess you don't feel fulfilled? I don't know what it is, but you guys can see all the prices. These are prices after fees, right? Looking at 5, 6, 7, 5, 3, 2, 2, 8, 9, 4, 10, right? There's a lot of smalls here. 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, lots of smalls. But then you mix in a few of the bigger ones in here. You got 30, 16, 17, 14, right? Those are great sales. They're not massive. They're not $50, $100 sales. You're not really going to find that in CDs and DVDs too often. But, right, even if everything was just like a $5 sale, bump up those 1s and 3s, bring down the 10s, I'd still be making similar, probably a little bit less, probably closer to like $80 an hour, which is still phenomenal work. And this isn't the only stuff I sell. I don't only sell pallets of DVDs and CDs and things like that. I sell lots of other things too. Video games, systems, things that sell for, $200, $300, right? DVD, VCR combos, all those big things. This is just one pallet. It took me an hour and a half to go through this box. It's gonna take me probably another 2-ish hours or so to change out cases, send, add everything to Amazon, pack up the box and ship it out. So really not too big of a deal. 4 hours of work, and I can call it quits for the day knowing that I have the potential to get $534. Could be a little more, could be a little less, but that's about the average. So, that's a good day's work for me. Once you start sending in all of this into Amazon, right? This first box is $534, but if I only shipped in one box, I'm not gonna make all $534 at once. Maybe I'll make the first 200 right off the bat, maybe the first 300 right off the bat, and then the next $200 of things will take, it'll trickle out over a year, right? Some things just take a little bit longer to sell. Well, I have 36 boxes. Once you do box after box after box, it starts to compound, and then all of a sudden you're getting $1,000 days on Amazon. It's crazy how it builds up like that. So smalls can still be a viable business. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions at all. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Thrift School signing out. See ya.